The ice has been broken in the Globen Arena. We just saw Norway's Agnete perform for the first time. It's time to review this. So just moments ago we saw Agnete take to the stage for the first time. She was wearing her national final dress. It was all very Frozen. There was lots of Elsa vibes going on. And Devin is a big fan, I think. What did you think?
You know, it's funny because this is one that I'll always be biased, about. I really like it, and it was very faithful to the original staging at Melody Grand Prix. So it feels more like a copy and paste exercise. Having said that, the LED here is considerably sharper, particularly with the backstory going on. It really looks like a frozen field of ice, and the blue is what also is a sharper, icier blue. I like it, and I think Agnete just looks glorious. The rest has done her great good.
And Ed, what did you think of all the blue?
Yeah. So normally I hate blue staging. I see it as a cop-out, but the blue here looks like ice, so it's not just a blue colour, it's ice, and it looks great, and the snowflake on the floor looks great. What I think, and I was kind of expecting, was when that final chorus came, there was going to be the broken icebreaker, the floor shatters. That didn't happen. I mean, it's a bit of an ask, but that would have been cool.
I can't see it being difficult to do either, actually. I mean, it's something that I think they could have easily incorporated.
There we go, NRK. Also, the jets of air, they really add to the booming chorus. And her vocals were on point every single time. I don't especially like the song, but I have been convinced, actually, that this is a very solid entry.
Yes, I thought Agnete, she looked flawless, she sung flawlessly, but I missed her giant box. It added a bit more dimension to the stage, because for a lot of it she comes out, she's belting out the song, but she doesn't move. She's standing there. There's a little bit of movement when the smoke starts to build. I think it was too Frozen for my liking.
But that's what you want to communicate, and I love the fact that she's frozen even down to wardrobe choices. So finger frozen, icy white tips, on her fingernails. There's a lot of thought that has gone into this. Yes, I'm not so keen on the interpretive dance. The elements of it, a bit like you, that I feel that I could swap around. This is going to the final, though.
I think with the, what's it called, interpretive dance, it's just, if it was symmetrical, if there were two, maybe it would work, or if it were in the middle, it would work, but it's kind of, it looks a bit lopsided and, covered in gems. It looks a bit tacky to me.
And she's also heavy-footed, which doesn't actually help. She doesn't have that ethereal quality, but, And
I think we have to mention, during the first run-through, just to describe the backing dancer, she's wearing kind of a leotard and she looks like a gymnast, but she got the most unsightly wedgie and she had to give a big yoink of her leotard during it. So hopefully that doesn't happen during the live performance. Would be a bit of a distraction. But Devin, you've already said that this is going straight to the final.
Oh yeah, and I think even with all those imperfections cooked into the mix and turn up the dial on it, it's still going through. This is actually one of the most solid entries this year.
Top 10?
Well, it's qualifying, definitely. It's hard to say at this point because, again, this is a very LED-driven show, so visuals do account for a lot of the votes, but it's going through.
I think it's going through, but I think it could be quite lower than we're expecting, because she's competing against Jamala and Dami Eam for the big, powerful female vocal, and I don't think she'll breeze through as easily as some might predict, but then in the final, possibly scraping onto the left-hand side, I don't think she'll break the top 10 like Norway have in recent years.
Yeah, I do agree. I think this will qualify, but it's not... The song, I think, is too divisive, but that's nothing that a strong wind machine can't sort out.
Any last words?
Yeah, my last words is, the people you've chucked in the mix. Jamala is singing a very jazzy number. Dami Eam is going for a ballad. She's Euro dance with a twist. There's room for all three. After all, this is what coming together is all about.
So that's what we think. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Actually, Ed, your line is...
Just do it for once. I've had enough. I've had enough.
Do your line.
Don't forget to give us a like down there.
You heard the man. Bye!